What's up guys, this is the Honest Outlaw here, and we're going to be doing a little video on a new gun that just came out recently that I've personally been waiting for a long time. Now I've been waiting for the Arsenal Strike B for I think around 3 years or so. However, this isn't the Arsenal Strike B, it is the same gun but by a different manufacturer. It's been through a couple of different manufacturers since then. It's basically a small clone of the Arsenal Strike 1. So this is actually made by Archon. Comes in this box right here, and it comes in this little package right here. And the cool thing about this gun is it actually comes with 4 magazines. I'm a big fan of that. Basically a Glock 19 competitor, however it is, in my opinion, significantly bigger. It has a longer grip than a Glock 19, and it's also, just from the feel of it, it's heavier. I think it's right around 29 ounces, making it a little bit heavier than the Glock 19. However, I think they hold the same amount of rounds. One of the claims to fame to this gun, other than looking really cool and having some premium features right from the factory, is that it has a very low bore axis, very low. Supposedly the lowest on the market. And that is supposed to translate to lower recoil and muzzle flip, and we'll see about that when I shoot it. And I've been really excited about this gun. I was really excited about it 3 years ago. A little bit less so now because it's been through so many manufacturers. I'm a little worried about the quality of this gun, even though it looks really nice. I hope it functions really well. So we'll see how it goes. We'll take it to the range, and then I'll give you my first impressions after I shoot it, and then I'll give you my thoughts. And we plan on doing a couple of videos with this gun. We're gonna do the full review after 500 to 1,000 rounds. If I hate it, we'll do 500. If I love it, we'll do 1,000, maybe even more. And I also plan on comparing it to the Glock 19, maybe the M&P CZP-10C. We'll see. It really depends on what you guys want. If you guys want to see a comparison video of this firearm with another one of the guns that I've done a review on, let me know in the comment section below. So now we're out on the range here, and I got the Archon. And one thing I want to mention is that it is super windy today, so I'm really sorry for any wind noise. It's 30 miles an hour. It's Iowa, and it's kind of storm season, so can't really do much about that. So one of the things that we'll probably not do today is accuracy testing, because 30-mile-an-hour winds are kind of tough to shoot in. I'll probably try it, but if it fails, I'm sorry. So the first thing I want to do is run a magazine full of Freedom munitions, 115 grain through it. Some guns don't like this ammo, some do. So if it doesn't like this right off the bat, we'll switch to 124 NATO. Okay. Okay, so these are all light primer strikes. Well, that is not a good sign. All right, so now we're loading some a little bit hotter 124 grain Aguila, and that's closer to NATO spec, I would say. It's pretty much as close as I get on this channel. And we'll see if that runs. Now, what those were is I had about 6 or 7 light primer strikes in the first magazine. And Military Arms Channel had a similar problem as well. And that's honestly what I was concerned about. So if it doesn't run with this ammo, I'm gonna be a little upset that I waited 3 years for it. Well, ran that.
Keep holding it.
So now we're going to load a few more mags with the 124 grain because it seemed to like that, no problem. And honestly, if I'm going to have a problem, light primer strikes are, to me, it seems like a problem the factory could easily fix with maybe a heavier striker. So hopefully, if I have the same issues with some other ammo, I will contact Archon and see if they can work it out. We'll try some more 124 grain here. I got a couple of magazines loaded up, and we'll see how it does. Well, that's a light primer strike too. not good.
That is super
That's not
nice.
good. Now we're in the windy plains of Iowa, 30-mile-an-hour wind, trying to shoot at 50 yards here, and we'll see how it does. Now I've had a light primer strike about every 3 rounds so far that I've shot, and at least it's consistent.
What the heck?
Okay, this is almost a joke.
This is ridiculous.
This is almost, like, did they test fire these before they sent these out?
Are you kidding me?
And we're done. All right, so now, before I get to the glaring, obvious problem, I'm gonna talk about some of the good things about the Arsenal, or about the Archon Type B. The trigger's okay, the flat face feels nice, however it's a little bit spongy. The sights are pretty cool. I like how it's kind of angled there. It's got a really cool looking slide on it, and it does have a super low bore axis. For me, that's kind of where the good things end, honestly. I'm not very good at hiding my disappointment, and so far, I've only shot about 100 rounds out of this gun, but I'm pretty disappointed. First off, the back strap here, I don't know what that's there for. I think it's to push the 10 in your hand, make it grip a little bit harder. I don't really like that. When you're reloading magazines, you see here how this has this lip back here?
Hold it.
Here, I'll hold it there better. See how it's got that upward angle and that very small gap right there? You know what that's really good for? That's really good for pinching the meat out of your hand. I did that every single time I reloaded, and that is not great. The texture is okay, I guess, but not really amazing. I like it as a pick rail, but the real problem with this gun is that it doesn't really work. It didn't have any failure to feeds. It didn't have any stovepipes or anything like that, anything common with a recoil spring issue. You know, like if I would run 115 in a gun that likes 124, sometimes you'll have stovepipes and stuff like that because the recoil spring's too strong. This is just basically, it seems like a weak striker to me. I'm not a gunsmith, but if you put a weaker powered striker in a Glock, you have the same issues that you have right here, except I had this with every type of ammunition that I tried. I tried it with 3 different types of ammo. All 3 were a no-go. Now, this is what the ammunition looks like. As you can see there, all of them have been hit. They just have not been hit enough to go off. And like I said, I originally thought it was just the Freedom munitions it didn't like, but I tried my Aguila ammo, and I also tried American Eagle, and neither one of them would work more than 3 or 4 rounds in a row. We actually had 1 whole mag of the 124 grain Aguila go off, but after that we had the exact same problems. Now I'm gonna see if I can find some different type of ammo that it likes. I'm gonna contact Archon, because this, you know, like I said, I'm not good at hiding my disappointment, so I'm not going to. This is one of the biggest disappointments I've ever had in the gun community. I've waited for this gun for 3 years. I was really excited about it. It was on a couple of lists that I made, like the best new guns of such and such year that it didn't come out in. And man, now that I've gotten a hold of it, I just wish it fired every round you put in it, you know? For, what is it, $700 to $800 is what this gun's going for right now. For $400 less than that, you can get a Canic, and a Canic will shoot every round. For $300 less than that, you can get a gun like an M&P or a Glock or a SIG or a CZP-10C. All of those will work flawlessly out of the box for the most part. I hope that this is a new gun thing, and I hope they work out the kinks, or maybe I just got a bad one. However, I did see the Military Arms channel did have the same problems. So not to this degree, though. I was hoping mine would be better. I think mine was actually worse. Hopefully I'll do a follow-up review if I get the problem fixed or I find ammunition that it likes, but if it's gonna shoot 1 out of every 2 rounds, I don't see a point. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.